the deeper you go down that rabbit hole, the further you have to climb out, even if you can see light at the top of your rabbit hole. Because sometimes when we're in those rabbit holes, we tell ourselves, well, I've already invested so many years. I've already put in so many years. And so really, if I get out, I'm going to have to start all over. So I might as well just push through. Okay. In what world does that make sense in? If something's not working. Hi, and welcome back, everyone. July the 19th, 2025. It is an ominous day out today. The clouds are incredibly, I want to say, deep. The thunder has been rolling in the background, and these massive images are forming all around me. It's so sad to think that there are so many people being impacted by this small worldview, this nationalist view, that somehow one needs to be better than, or overpower, or diminish another in order to be seen, to be heard, to be recognized, to be appreciated. I don't see the world like that. I see the value in everyone and everything. I am fully aware of the harm and damage that is caused by people who are the walking wounded. And how important it is for every one of us to take accountability for our own behaviors and actions, and to be realistic, not make excuses for other people, not keep secrets. Keeping someone else's secret keeps them sick. Let them fall. Let them suffer. Get out of their way. And again, I'm speaking to people who are actually interested in making a difference in this world. Not people who will pick apart semantics of language and say, well, what if it's a child? So should I just let them suffer? Just move along. Get out of the way. For all the other people who are actually interested in making this world a better place, you need to start somewhere else. And likely, it's going to take a big hit for you to wake up, because that's how it often works. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone, but that's just the way that life is. It's trial and error. It's engaging. It's disengaging. It's being curious. I think the biggest thing for me is about being curious. Curious about why things are the way they are. Why people behave how they behave. And so I have renovated many, many houses, along with doing my work, raising kids, doing all the things that so many people do. going to school, blah, 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 all the stuff that we have on our plate, the trying to succeed and achieve, and then we'll be seen, and then our lives will be easier, and then we won't have to work as hard. And that's the illusion. It's just the deeper you go down that rabbit hole, the further you have to climb out, even if you can see light at the top of your rabbit hole. Because sometimes when we're in those rabbit holes, we tell ourselves, well, I've already invested so many years. I've already put in so many years. And so really, if I get out, I'm going to have to start all over. So I might as well just push through. Okay. In what world does that make sense in? If something's not working and you can't figure out a way to make it work because it takes the environment to change or another person to change along with you, you have to know what you want, where you're going, what isn't working for you, and be able to express it and engage with your environment or the other person so that they have an opportunity to make some decisions of their own. Not for you to manufacture the environment that works for you. That's not a genuine and an authentic connection. That's manipulation. And so when we think about it like that, are we manipulating our environment? Or are we manipulating ourselves to stay in that environment? Because that's what's happening when you say, I've already put in 5 years, 10 years, even a year. Sometimes for me, I was in my first relationship, my first marriage. I've only had one marriage, but I say my first one, for 26 years. And I tried everything to make that work. Of course, I didn't want to give up on it. I wanted to have all of the things that I dreamed about and I envisioned and I imagined. And I used words, I communicated, I expressed. And of course, this is only my side. There's another side to this story. But there is nothing I wanted more than to have a happily ever after with the father of my children, with my high school sweetheart. I wanted all those things. But it wasn't meant to be. But I had fallen into the trap that so many of us fall into, which is manipulating ourselves to believe that the more time we put into something, the more effort, the more we double down on our beliefs, it's going to pay off. Talk to anyone with a gambling addiction, someone who is looking for that reward, right? Looking for that reward and continues to go in, and they will put more and more and more and more money in because the thought is, well, it has to pay off soon. Look at how long I've been here. At some point, it's got to pay off. But sometimes the universe is just saying, move along. This isn't where you fit. This is not the frequency you match with. So you need to just acknowledge that. Have the awareness of it. And then, of course, contemplate what that means. Don't be hasty in everything you do. Take time to consider it. And then make the appropriate moves that fit with that self-aware, authentic, intuitive knowing. Making yourself more fluid, more flexible, more adaptable allows you to move in and out of frequencies much easier. It doesn't cause you to get all caught up or stuck in another dense experience, one that makes you question yourself, makes you feel depleted, makes you doubt that the world is actually an amazing place and that the universe is working for us, and trees and the environment, everything is working for us. We're the ones who were. In renovating so many houses, as I had started to say, the one thing that I learned was, as I would go and I would search for houses and I would look for the one that was speaking to me, and there would be an energy to it. And after so many years and so many houses of doing this, I came to understand what that energy was. And it was an energy that wanted me to help it. Not me coming in, bulldozing in and ripping stuff apart and fixing things and thinking that one thing was wrong with it that maybe wasn't. And it's no different than relationships. Going into relationships where instead of taking your time to understand another person and be with a person who's willing to express themselves to you and looking for that person, you just come from your own sense of experience and thinking that you're helping. But no one asked for your help. So just accept what is. Trust yourself, trust your inner knowing, and move along. Thanks for watching, everyone. And until next time, stay safe and stay connected. And we'll see you really soon. Bye.